Good morning, honorable members. Can be muted. Hello.
Good morning, Chair. We can hear you loud and clear.
Morning, Speaker.
Okay. Good morning. I think
Morning,
we can start.
Speaker.
Good morning,
Speaker.
I think we can start with our meeting. I just checked that we have more than half and one members, and we do. So we do form a quorum. So this meeting, I don't think it's going to be too long, but let me greet all of you, the Honorable Premier, members of the Executive Council, members of the Provincial Legislature, the Chief Whip, leaders of political parties, ladies and gentlemen, the people of Gauteng. You are all welcome to this sitting. I'm now going to call for a moment of silence. You can just observe it where you are. If you feel like standing up, do so, for meditation and a short prayer. Thank you very much, honorable members. I just want to explain to everyone the purpose of the House sitting. This meeting is in subsection 1 of the standing rules, which provides that the Speaker may designate any sitting to be a special sitting to consider any business that is not on the program of the legislature. And Rule 18, subsection 3 of the standing rules provides that the only business that may be conducted at a special sitting will be the business for which it has been designated. Secretariat, do we have any apologies?
Yes, Speaker, we do have apologies that we received just now before the sitting. There's just, we'll attach them for you, be able to present. There's 4 or 5 apologies.
Your line is very bad. I can hardly hear you. You said you have received apologies. Can you take it from there? Yeah, better now.
Honorable Diale, the MEC Diale, she's writing exams today. She indicated will be available. And there's also apologies from the Democratic Alliance, Honorable Dos Santos, Honorable his own party business, Honorable Matsubatela, its own paternity leave, Honorable Fuchs, bereavement leave, Honorable Heckling, family responsibility leave. So those are the ones that we received. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Tate Chilwane. So let's proceed then to the first item. Can the Secretary please read the first order?
Just a moment, once more. I'm just switching to the report quickly. The first order, Speaker, will be the consideration of the Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Portfolio Committee's report on the final mandate on the Independent Municipal Demarcation Authority Bill B14D of 2022. That is the report of the committee. Thank you very much, Speaker. I see there's a hand as well, Speaker. Maybe before that, before we proceed.
Okay. Whose hand is it? Let me just check. Honorable Mori. Thank you, Speaker. I wanted to put the apology here, Honorable John Moody. He's busy on Scopa, I think training or something. Thank you, Speaker. Okay, well, thank you very much. Honorable Kumalo, can you please proceed?
Good afternoon, Madam Speaker. I am using the gadget of Ntombifu Team Tembo, and I'm also with Honorable Mekwe. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and we really appreciate as a committee the fact that when we made a request and to yourself, you were able to assist us. I will read only the following parts of the final voting mandate and take that all the parts of the mandate have been considered by the House, taking into account that the word mandate ran away there, so we should insert it. In terms of the process that was followed, the Speaker, Honorable M. Musupie, formally referred the C and D versions of the Independent Municipal Demarcation Authority Bill, B14D-2022, which is referred to as the bill, which is Section 76, to the Cooperative Governance Traditional Affairs Committee for formal consideration in terms of Rule 245, subsection 1, read together with Rule 246, subsection 1, 247, and 248 and 29 on the 29th of October 2025. Just to give further context there, Madam Speaker, we should take into account that even before the referral, the committee has been seized with the discussions and engagement of the bill itself. On Friday, the 31st of October 2025, the Portfolio Committee on COGTA convened a meeting to deliberate on further amendment from the NCOP Select Committee on the Cooperative Governance and Public Administration, which is Traditional Affairs, Human Settlement, Water and Sanitation, and then adopted the final voting mandate on the Independent Municipal Demarcation Authority Bill B14D-2022. In terms of financial implication, the Portfolio Committee noted the following regarding the financial implication of the bill: that the Independent Municipal Demarcation Authority Bill, the B14-2022, the authority will be liable for the financial expenditure associated with the obligation in the bill. Insofar as the voting mandate is concerned, the final voting position adopted by the committee is the following. In terms of Section 65 of the Constitution, read together with Section 6 and 8 of the Mandate Procedure of the Provinces Act 52 of 2008 and Rule 248 of the Gauteng Provincial Legislature Standing Rules, the Portfolio Committee on COGTA confers authority on the Gauteng Provincial Permanent Delegates to the National Council of Provinces to vote in favor of the Independent Municipal Demarcation Authority Bill B14D-2022, save for the grammatic correction of the words. It is written as MRMBERS instead of members as we would know it, on clause 16, subsection 4, line 12 of the bill. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kumalo. Is there a seconder?
It's Madam Speaker, it's Member Musai. I second.
Thank you very much, Honorable Musai. I now put the question. All those in favor say yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Those that are okay, those that are not in favor say no. So the yeses have it. The report is then duly adopted. Secretary, could you please read the second order?
Thank you once more, Speaker. The second order is a little bit longer. Yes, I'll read it out. It's consideration of the Environment, Agriculture, Rural Development Portfolio Committee's report on the amendment to the list of threatened or protected terrestrial species and freshwater species, restricted activities that are prohibited and restricted activities that are exempted in terms of Section 56(1), 57(2), and 57(4) of the National Environmental Management Biodiversity Act of 2004. In short, it's called NEMBA, and as well as the draft notice prohibiting certain activities involving African lions in terms of Section 9, capital A, and Section 56(1) of the NEMBA, and the regulations pertaining to listed, threatened, or protected terrestrial species and freshwater species in terms of Section 97 of the same National Environmental Management Biodiversity Act 10 of 2004. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Ntate Chilwane. Honorable Mulder, you may then present your report to the House.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Premier, Honorable members. I will need to read the whole report. I think the 10 minutes allowed would be enough. I think it is important. I'm not going to read the introduction again as it was done by the Secretary, and I will follow then or the Act itself. The Minister of Environment, Forestry and Fisheries has published for comment the aforementioned regulations list and draft notice. The National Council of Provinces, NCOP, referred the draft regulations list and draft notice to the Speaker of the Gauteng Provincial Legislature. The regulations were subsequently referred to the Portfolio Committee for Environment, Agriculture and Rural Development by the Speaker to formulate an opinion. The purpose of the regulations seek to amend the threatened or protected species, also known as TOPS regulations, and TOPS list and draft line prohibition notice, and to request the Select Committee to recommend the draft amendment TOPS regulations and TOPS list and the draft line prohibition notice to the National Council of Provinces for approval in terms of Section 146 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, 1996. The process followed. The Speaker, Honorable Morekane Mosepuyu, formally referred the threatened or protected species, TOPS regulations and TOPS list, and draft line prohibition notice on the 2nd of October 2025 to the Portfolio Committee on Environment, Agriculture and Rural Development in terms of the GPL Rule 2461 for consideration and reporting. The Select Committee on Agriculture, Land Reform and Mineral Resource convened a workshop in Cape Town, which we attended, and it was also attended by various provinces on the 25th and 26th October 2025. The purpose of the workshop was to assist provinces to help facilitate meaningful dialogue and interaction between the National Department, the Select Committee, and all 9 legislatures.
This is a meeting in probably after I have fastness.
Honorable Member, please mute.
Okay, look, let me use Ilenduka.
Who's that? Okay, proceed, Honorable Mulder.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Besides strengthening better dialogue, it also ensured that subordinate legislation passed its representative of all provinces, which is ultimately the core mandate of the Select Committee, be it from Parliament or respective provincial legislatures. Following the workshop, correspondence was disseminated to provinces, requesting the provinces to make submissions to the NCOP by Tuesday, the 4th of November 2025, which is today. The Department of Environment was also invited by the committee to make representations on the views of the executive in relation to the said regulations. On Friday, 31st October 2025, the Department of Environment presented those views of the executive to the committee for consideration and comments. Further, a legal opinion on the regulations at notice was tabled before the committee on the same date. In addition, a socio-economic analysis was also received from the committee researcher. The continued existence of once threatened terrestrial and freshwater species will ensure that South African citizens will not only be informed about the existence of these, but will also be able to go and view them in their natural habitats. An investigation that was conducted by DFFE revealed that employees at captive lion facilities do not look after lions on a full-time basis, but share the workload with other animals in such facilities. Thus, the closure of captive lion facilities will not have an effect on the number of jobs available, as employees will still continue with usual jobs at such facilities. Furthermore, the continued existence of endangered species at game reserves will enhance ecotourism in the country, which will create work opportunities for the tourism industry and other sectors that interface with tourism, such as transport and energy. The conservation of threatened or protected land and freshwater species will be of benefit to the country and will ensure the continued existence of livelihoods and incoming earning for communities that can derive benefit from these. Legal opinion, there are no constitutional and or legislative concerns on the substantive contents of these regulations. Procedurally, Rule 2461 of the GPL Standing Rules is relevant, that it provides guidance on how such matters should be processed. The rule provides for the formal referral of other matters that other than a bill. It requires that the Speaker refer such matters to the relevant committee or ad hoc committee, which happened. The MSC was duly invited to make representations on the views of the Executive Council, and those views were duly tabled before the committee on 31st of October 2025. The views of the executive has expressed support for the draft regulations, list and notice. Further, it has undertaken to commence with the process of updating and aligning the provincial regulatory frameworks with the latest developments under NEMBA, read together with its regulations. It is therefore recommended that the committee did support these regulations. After due consideration, the Environment, Agriculture and Rural Development Portfolio Committee adopted the report and the draft amendments to the aforementioned regulations, and I now put it to the House. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honourable Mulder. Is there a seconder? A seconder, please, Honourable members.
Chair, I second.
Okay, to second, Chair.
Thank you very much, Honourable members. I now put a question. Those in favour say yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Those
Yes.
that are opposed can say no. So the yeses have it and the report is duly adopted. Honourable members, this brings us to the end of our sitting. Let me thank all of you for your participation. The meeting is adjourned. Have a nice day further. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, colleagues. Bye.
Thank you.